Let's get a little Crusader baseball talk now. The skipper of the Canton Central Catholic Baseball Squad, Dan Massarelli, joining us live from the practice field over there today at CCC. Maz, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, Sammy B?
I'm good. How's practice going? I hear balls and bats, and it's a beautiful day, man. I'll tell you what, I'd rather be on the practice field right now. It's beautiful outside.
It's a hot one today.
All right. I'll keep that cooler handy. All right. So, you guys.
Sam, how's come no tickets? What about tickets for the regional finals? That Ducky Schroeder.
Oh, you want that on there? Well, Twitter only gives me 4 choices, so.
Get rid of the NBA.
Well, hey, well, all right, I'm going to ask you the question before we go any further. You got 1 ticket to 1 game. Where are you going? World Series, Super Bowl, Finals, or Stanley Cup? World Series?
Omaha.
You're going to the College World Series?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been there. Have you been there before?
College. No.
No, I haven't either. Beautiful new stadium, too, man. They used to play at this place that was called Rosenblatt Stadium. They built this brand new, oh, my gosh, it looks so good on TV. But, yeah, I've never been there. That's another thing on the bucket list I want to figure out. So
we got to hurry up and hit that bucket list, don't we?
I know. Time's ticking, brother. Time is ticking. Don't remind me. All right. So CCC baseball, 18-5. You're going to go up against Norway, and we'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes. But you guys are on fire on the mound the last couple of games. What's been working for the Crusader pitching staff?
Just pounding the zone, not trying to be fancy and trying to strike everyone out. They're using their defense. Our defense has been pretty solid behind them, so that's been helpful, and the pitchers are trusting in the defense. But them pounding the zone and not walking anyone and giving freebies away really helps.
You know, between talking with you, Billy over at Jackson, Coach Whitaker over at Perry, Coach Frisbee at Glen Oak, one thing has been in common from everybody. Every coach to a T has said, our pitchers are throwing strikes. And I'm like, yeah, that's where it all starts, right?
Oh, yeah, that's where it all starts. And it doesn't matter how hard you throw. Everyone's all in the matrix and the numbers and all that. And, we're not really into the numbers. Can you throw strikes or can you not? That's the key. Keeping guys off balance, that's been working for us as well. And if you can do that, you don't have to throw 95, 98, throwing heavy balls and all that garbage. Just pound the zone, get them off balance, and you'll be fine. Throw 70 poo. Who cares?
Yeah, and you got 8 guys out there behind you trying to help you out. Yep. So that's the name of the deal. So Clearview and Warren Champion, those were, I don't want to say easy, but 11-0, 10-0. And then Triway comes in with that pretty gaudy record, pretty good baseball program, and you shut those guys out 3-0. What was that ball game like in a capsule for you?
That was pretty intense. That was more like a regional feel, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of a stumbling block for us the last couple of years. So our guys are really hyped and really pumped up to play, and they came out on fire right out of the gates. So the emotions were high on both sides. But us getting out on top first, I think, really helped and got momentum going our way. We knew if we could get a couple runs for Nolan Bunner, then we'd be just fine as long as we limit them to 3 outs.
And you guys seem to have been doing that lately. You're not giving teams the extra out. You're making the routine play. And every once in a while, I guess, if you have to, you make that spectacular play if it presents itself. But talk about your defense and how fundamentally sound that it looks like they have gotten game by game.
Yeah, they've improved so much from day one to now. Not trying to be too fancy, not trying to do too much, just make the routine play. Get the lead runner on when the opportunity shows itself. They just been playing smart baseball a lot better, communicating on the bunts and little things like that, and having a solid infield, solid middle, veteran infield. We got 2 seniors and 2 juniors in the infield. it's been spectacular. And the outfield has just been extraordinary behind them as well. Kind of got some young guys out there mixed in with some older guys, depending on who's pitching, but they just been doing a great job defensively. And I think our fielding percentage is around 970 right now. So, for a team that's pretty good. So we're pretty happy with that.
That's real strong. Dan Massarelli is our guest, the skipper of the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders in the regional semifinals over at Ducky Schroeder Field in Massillon. Thursday, first pitch at 5 p.m. They'll take on Norwayne. Maz, I know you guys played green yesterday, just to kind of, keep things loose and keep things going. You win 5-3. What kind of approach did you guys take to that game in preparation for, the must-win coming up against Norwayne?
Well, we went into the approach where we wanted to get a couple of our arms, a couple innings that we know that would be coming into the ball game. We let a lot of the main guys stay in to get a couple at bats, and we started substituting. But being Stark County, we still wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
In the Federal League team, we still wanted to win. They went out there. They obviously they kept asking me, "Are we scrimmaging? Is this game counting?" Yeah, sure, it counts. We're on the field. It counts. We're going for a win. And so they went out there, and again, they jumped out early, and which was huge. It's been huge for us. The last couple of games we played, if we jump out on early, rely on the pitching staff to shut it down. Formula has been working, so been really happy with the guys and their attitude and keeping the momentum going. And they didn't go in there. They wanted to win as well. Being a smaller school, playing a Fed team, they wanted to win. I mean, so it was a good atmosphere. It was exciting. It was good to play a solid team, and I wish Green the best of luck, as well as the other Stark County teams, Jackson and Glen Oak. Is there anyone else? I don't even know.
Jackson, Glen Oak, Green, Central. I think there's one more. And it's right up Glen Oak, Jackson. I'm forgetting one, but I know. Well, let's see. Green, you mentioned. Oh, Hoover's still playing. Hoover's still playing. Yeah,
doing it. Yeah. So, I don't get the paper anymore, and I don't go online because I hate computers. So I don't know. I'm not following too much.
Well, whatever you need, I'll tell you. So you mentioned Nolan Bunner, who's just been incredible. Austin Coy, I saw 7-2 and an ERA of just over 2. Bunner's ERA is actually under 1. What has Austin been bringing to the table for you in his appearances this year?
Austin's big help. What he's been doing is not walking as many batters as he has in the past. He's no more free trips. He's pounding his own in and relying on that defense. Being a veteran, he's been pitching on the staff since he was a sophomore, and he grew up. And I think he's getting smart. And when he first came up, because he has a pretty live arm, and he's not trying to strike everyone out anymore. Now he's trying to finesse it. Command of 3 pitches, and that's what's made Austin Coy a much better pitcher than when he was younger. And he has no emotion out there, which is huge in pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Never flinches ever out there. If someone makes a mistake, he doesn't care. He goes right after the next guy. So the maturity level of what he has accomplished in the last 3 years is extraordinary, and I think that's really helped his game.
Maz, do you guys have a player or two that, I don't know, it's tough in high school baseball situational wise, but if you need a long ball or you need somebody to drive one into the gap and get a couple of runners home, who has power like numbers for you this year?
It's funny I say that. It's because I was looking at some numbers the other day, and Luke Spittler, junior third baseman for us, his numbers are up there.
He got like 4 or 5 home runs, doesn't he?
Triples, 5. Yeah, he had one last night.
Okay.
Again. His 5 home runs. His OPS is like 1.4. Hitting around 3, I think 380, 390, somewhere around there. But he's second on the team in RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to Nick Hilton, who's our senior catcher. He leads the team in RBIs. He's probably the 10 higher than the guy in second. So it seems like they've been the clutch players to drive in those certain runs. And oddly enough, even we have that in the bottom of the order as well, with Jeremy Hurley, a senior, and and the freshman, Brock Bourquin. Brock Bourquin seems to get a clutch hit every time we need one. Whether it's one clutch hit or two, he always makes sure he gets one in a game. So he can go 1 for 3, but that one's going to be huge for us. So he's been a pleasant surprise for us as a freshman coming in with the senior group that we have this year, and been very happy with him. So it's been the hitting's been phenomenal this year with us because 1 through 9, they all stepped up. At the top of the order, struggling, bottom of the order picks it up, and vice versa. So that's been huge. And, as well as I do at the 3 and 4 hitter, they have their lead team in the RBIs. If it's not for those first 2 guys to get on, then what do you got? So,
yeah.
So that's been huge for us. And Jeremy Early, who I talked about earlier, he's our, as Coach Miller always said, our second leadoff in a 9-hole.
Mm-hmm.
So him getting on, and then you have the top 2 with Vlasky, Minnie. Then you back it up with those 3-4 hitters. It's been big. So with those 3 getting on, it's been huge for us.
Maz, you've been a part of this for a while, whether playing in the program, coaching, and now being the manager, the head guy in charge. And with the way the hitting seems to have come around, are you still aggressive as you've always been, though, trying to steal a base or do a little hit and run or stuff like that? Or have you backed off that a little bit?
We went into this year, we didn't know what we were going to have because we did lose some players, and we kept saying we got to bunt. We got to start playing small ball and bunt a little bit more. And it just seems like we never have the opportunity to bunt. Pretty much when this year going in, we were going to do it a lot. And now we look back and we never had to. The situation didn't dictate it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was a leadoff double all the time, and early in the game, and I hate bunting early in the game. We just haven't had to do the small ball stuff, and the running, same thing. It's just been an odd year because usually we get close to 100 stolen bases a year, and we're about at 75 right now. But it's scattered. I mean, we don't have any guys with double digits in the stolen base column, but all of them have around 7, 8, 9 stolen bases, 1 through 9. But it's just been sporadic. It's odd because I like to move them and be aggressive, but they kind of do it on. And what they're doing great, sandwich. It's a lot of people don't teach it is the dirt balls.
Oh yeah.
They read that dirt and the angle of the ball, and as soon as they see it down, they're going.
Yeah.
They're not hesitating. It's probably one of the better teams I've ever had to do that. And so that kind of eliminates that stolen base then too. So yeah, you know me, I like to run a lot.
I know.
They
but sometimes, yeah.
Position all on their own.
Well, that's it looks like it's all kind of coming together for you at the most opportune time. Central Catholic baseball coach Dan Massarelli, our guest here on 1310 WDPN. One more, we'll let you roll. Let's see here. I think 21-8 in Norway. I think that's the record. You'll play them over at Massillon on Thursday. Norway and Bobcat baseball. What do they present as far as a problem or two for you guys?
I have not had a chance really to look at the scouting report. Usually on Sundays, I like to be me time. And then Monday we played green and started getting some scouting reports on them. And that's tonight's job is to gather all the scouting reports together and kind of take a look. So I honestly don't know. To be honest, what they have returning, I know they do have the pitcher that beat us last year. 8-7 in 8 innings. I believe he's returning. I know he pitched Saturday, so I don't know if he'll pitch tomorrow or not. But that's really the only guy I know that's a returner. But the record speaks for themselves. Obviously, they're in the regional, so they're doing something right. So
sure.
They're hot. We're hot. It's going to be a dogfight. That whole regional is going to be a dogfight. These 4 teams that are in it have earned it. They're tough.
Yeah, Mooney and who else? What's the other team in your bracket?
Wayndale.
Oh God, yeah, that's right. They're good too. Well, this is going to be something. Actually, first pitch tomorrow, 5:00, right? Or Thursday?
5:00, first pitch. No, it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
The championship is Thursday. There's no more day off.
Okay.
So it goes Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday.
Bang.
All right, my man. Well, hey, have a good rest of your practice. Good luck in preparation, and best of luck tomorrow. We'll be pulling for you.
I appreciate it, Sammy, and thanks for having me on.
Anytime. There he goes. Dan Massarelli, head coach of the Central Catholic baseball team. Crusaders in Norwayne tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Massillon's Ducky Schroeder Field, Division 5 Regional Semifinal.